Today on Monkey Life, a tasty treat of corn for the chimps, but Bart and his troop miss out due to his medical condition.
Bart's been tested, but he is too high, so you'll have to skip Bart's group for today, please.
Yes, will do.
As marmosets Gizmo and Angel, both rescued from the pet trade, successfully partner up, Alison looks forward to the change in the law which will soon protect others like them.
You must be licensed in order to have a primate. If you fall foul of those laws, there is potentially jail time and significant financial fines.
And the new Lemur boys get the opportunity to experience life in the trees at Malagasy. Monkey World in Dorset, buried deep in the English countryside, is the largest sanctuary of its kind on the planet.
Hi, I'm Alison.
The team, led by Dr. Alison Cronin, rescue and rehabilitate abused and unwanted primates from all over the world.
You coming up? Good girl.
The park provides a home for more than 250 primates from 24 different species. Summer is in full swing, and for the primates at the park, that means all sorts of seasonal foods coming their way. In the wild, the different primate species naturally experience seasonal variations and adapt accordingly. The primate care staff try to mimic that for their charges.
In the wild, they would be eating fruits that are very low in sugar and a lot of fiber and a lot of leaf. So we try to, as best we can, in a temperate zone where over winter we don't have a lot of this stuff, feed as much as we can when we can. And that includes tastier items like the brambles. I'm sitting here looking, it's corn season, we've already started the browse. The grass is now drying out and actually going to seed. And the brambles are just coming out in beautiful berries. So we can start clipping some of those sprigs. Later in the season come rose hips, flowers. It's all sorts of things that we try and feed out to keep the variety of their diet and therefore their gut biome healthy and as diverse as possible.
Currently, sweet corn is in season, and a local farmer has supplied a whole load. Most of the primates love corn, particularly the 4 chimpanzee groups. But before one individual is allowed the treat, he needs a daily check. The result will affect the rest of his troop.
We do have a type 1 diabetic, which is Bart. So the way we've evolved the corn delivery, and quite frankly, any and all food deliveries, is that we're always checking Bart's blood glucose. And depending upon where he is on that scale, we'll make a decision on whether he gets the sweet corn, because as its name implies, it is quite high in sugar and it will boost his blood glucose even higher than it might already be.
This morning, primate care staff member Sarah is responsible for checking Bart's blood glucose level.
Before it's thrown out to the group, we just want to make sure that Bart is a stable number. If he's too high, then unfortunately they won't be able to have the maize.
Bart is in one of the tunnels, along with a few friends. The team have trained him to present his hand. It only takes a few seconds for the result.
Oh, wow. 24.6. He's really high. That's a no.
Bart's blood glucose is elevated, so he won't be getting any corn today, and neither will the rest of his troop. Sarah lets the team know.
Bart's been tested, but he is too high, so you'll have to skip Bart's group for today, please.
Yes, will do.
Maize, particularly ripe cobs, can be high in sugar, Bart and his group will be given an alternative that won't increase his levels and may help stabilise them. But the other 3 chimp troops won't miss out, and Hananias are first in the queue. Some of the troop have climbed to the highest point of the enclosure where they can see what's coming, and they're very excited. The noise levels increase as they realise corn is on its way. The sound travels right across the park to the other chimp groups, who'll recognise their neighbours' enthusiasm.
Hanania's group is always the first one out of the gates and announces it to all of the others in the park. And that's one thing that's really lovely here that most people might not realize, but our different chimp groups distributed through the park communicate. And the other groups will know that something very good and tasty. Question is, are they actually announcing that it's corn and it's the first day of the year, which is very possible.
Despite Bart's group being able to hear the commotion, they've settled down to a meal of celery and don't seem concerned by all the noise. Hanania's troop have already quietened down, concentrating on the tasty cobs and stripping the stalks, which are full of fibre and very nutritious. There's plenty to go around. Even low-ranker Zeynep has grabbed a share and is letting everyone know how happy she is.
The corn comes out, they're all really excited. It brings the group together in a positive activity rather than in a negative territorial activity or a squabble or anything else. It's just nice to see, we have a bunch of messed up chimpanzees who have been used and abused around the globe for a variety of reasons and circumstances. And then you see these little insights to their true core, their natural behavior, which is just, it sort of, is really nice to see and sort of reaffirms that we're doing the right thing, giving them the keys back to their lives again. This isn't the wild. We can't replicate that. But what we can do for them is provide a steady framework where they can exhibit more natural behaviors and certainly give them their families back again.
The primate care staff have been busy at the top woolies, giving the large forested enclosure a bit of a makeover for Chippy's group of 8.
We've redone the entire enclosure. So we've put up new roping, new cargo nets, we've put up some pulley feeders as well. These guys haven't had pulley feeders, so the hope is that when they come out, they will sort of know what to do with it. We've also doubled up all of the ropes so that using their prehensile tails now, they'll be able to crawl across. Hopefully now with all of these higher up ropes, they'll spend a lot more times up in the trees, which is where they should be.
None of the trees have been removed, but the new ropes between them provide a host of different routes and options for the troop to use and enjoy.
It allows them to kind of come out and actually use their brains and be like, right, this is new, how do I get to this? Especially with the pulley feeders, because they haven't had them, it's sort of a thing that they're like, right, how do I figure this out? How do I get to it? So it's definitely a lot of kind of mental enrichment for them as well.
The troop head out en masse. Woolly monkeys can often be cautious about new things, but they use the new ropes without a second thought, heading off in all directions to explore. There's lots of happy trilling as they investigate. Leader Chippy performs a balancing act while surveying his territory. It's his job to keep everyone safe. His prehensile tail acts as a support and anchor while he perches on the wobbly rope. Along with the new ropes, the team have added a number of vertical cargo nets, which this group haven't experienced before. They're designed to get the woolly monkeys higher off the ground and use their muscles in different ways. In the wild, they would eat, sleep, and move around in the trees, often at least 12 meters above the forest floor. The new pulley feeders have been put a lot higher than they're used to, and additional openings added to encourage the woolly monkeys to work out how to reach the food inside.
See them climbing, using those tails, using their brains to figure it out. Like the girls with the ropes, they've actually been trying to like pull it to see if they can move the feeders, which is really cool. Because previously the feeders were quite low down, so they could just go grab it and then walk away. This time they're actually having to work for it, and it's a brand new item for them. So hopefully for a while now, it'll be an exciting thing for them, and especially going from one feeder to the other. One feeder has flaps that cover the entrance, so they actually have to lift it and grab the food out. So it's incredible just to see them using it and not just ignoring it.
Ava has hit the jackpot with 2 pieces of pepper. Her daughter, Zuri, is coming up to 4 months old. She's advanced from clinging to her mother's belly to riding on her back and is starting to be a little more adventurous, coming off mum for short periods and beginning to try solid foods. Over the next few months, the updated rope system will help little Zuri get around more easily.
She's still young, but hopefully now she'll actually start being able to explore a bit more, because we have some ropes that are lower down. So hopefully now, the older she gets, she'll actually start going out and exploring, which will be amazing to see.
The new apparatus has definitely been a hit. Roisin is pleased the team's hard work has paid off.
It's amazing to actually see them come out and use it. It's incredible. So you put in all the hard work and then them actually enjoying it is great. And all those happy little trill noises just kind of make your day whenever you can do it.
The newest arrival at the park, Jeffroy's marmoset Angel, is in for a bit of a treat today, along with her partner Gizmo. The primate care staff are decorating their outdoor enclosure with freshly harvested grapes still on the vine. The 2 marmosets have been together for just over a month and have gone from strength to strength.
It's just been a perfect scenario, and long may it continue, but it seems to be going really well, and the 2 of them seem really loved up in a close bond, and it's been a short period of time.
Come on.
Both marmosets came via the UK pet trade, something which has had a huge impact on the park over the last 30 years. Following years of campaigning, countless representations to MPs and ministers, and a huge petition to Downing Street, the law governing how primates are kept as pets in the UK has been passed and will finally come into effect April 2026.
It is time for only either specialist keepers or knowledgeable people. These animals deserve protection as specialist wild animals that have very specific needs. And the legislation, it's time for it to catch up.
Alison has played a big role in formulating the legislation.
This is the document. It's sort of quite large. And the government has ratified last year the legislation saying that any primates kept privately will have certain standards of care to be met. They will be licensed, registered, and then inspected to ensure that they are getting the appropriate care that they need and deserve. For the owners of primates, there's an even bigger document specifying everything in terms of the care and husbandry and the keeping of primates in private hands. All of these documents are public documents, and anybody can log on to legislation.gov.uk and find the primate licensing legislation in the Animal Welfare Act. If you've got a problem with this in terms of the standards of care, then you need to be looking at yourself and deciding whether you truly have the best interests of the primates that are in your care at heart.
The regulations are designed to stop primates being kept in inappropriate conditions, such as bird cages in people's living rooms. There will be big penalties if owners and breeders fail to comply.
You must be licensed in order to have a primate. If you fall foul of those laws, there is potentially jail time and significant financial fines.
Gizmo and Angel are just the latest in a long line of primates Monkey World has rescued in the UK. The number currently stands at 138. The pair demonstrate how the right care, appropriate diet, and proper outdoor access can change lives around. Partnered up with their own kind, Angel and Gizmo are gaining confidence and learning from each other. The grapes they've been given today are smaller and have a sharper taste than the commercial shop-bought ones they're used to, but the two marmosets are tucking in. Gizmo is spitting out the skin and seeds, but he can't get enough of the juicy flesh. This pair are just one of a number of success stories at the park over the years. Alison is hoping the new pet trade laws will make a big difference in the future.
I think it's good, and it's the biggest and best step forward that we've had in 30 years. So I'm pleased for that. I'm cautiously optimistic about how it will be deployed and what will happen in the next couple of years.
Following the arrival of 4 male lemurs earlier in the year, there's been lots of changes and moves at Malagasy. As it stands, there are currently 3 separate groups. The only female, Fennel, and the oldest of the new lemurs, Ben, are living alongside the park's 3 Guenons. 3 of the original gang, who can be troublemakers, are living in the baboon house. And the new boys, Trev, Steve and Dave, have been introduced to the remaining lemurs at Malagasy, sharing the houses and overnight enclosures. But in the last couple of days, the newbies have been let loose into the trees.
We decided to let them out into the massive forest enclosure for the first time, which was very exciting because Trev, Steve and Dave never been in a tree before, so very exciting for them, a bit scary, but they've had a lovely week getting to know the enclosure.
Given the new boys' lack of experience, the team were cautious. To start with, Trev, Dave and Steve were let out together for a short time, with plenty of people on standby to see how they coped. The team didn't know if the trio could climb trees or get safely back down again. The new boys have never experienced such a large open space, but it went well.
A Malagasy enclosure is this wonderful natural woodland, which is fabulous for the lemurs, but obviously we have to be very careful with fence lines and things like that. For a long time, we've had a rapidly ageing lemur group in here who aren't quite as sprightly, they can't jump quite as far these days, they take life at a little bit of a slower pace. So bringing in 3 very young males who are much more agile, we had to be very, very careful, doing a lot of thorough fence checks, walk-arounds. We've had a lot of maintenance work done in here where we've been just watching some of the larger trees closer to the fence line and trimming those back, making sure that the fence is definitely lemur-proof for someone that's much more sort of able than our old people. So we had to get all of that sorted, which we were able to do while we were doing the introductions, and then it was time for them to go out and experience the great outdoors for the first time.
The trio have been getting used to the large tree-filled enclosure for a few days, although not going far. Inclement weather has occasionally forced them back indoors. The team are hoping today's sunshine will encourage them to venture a bit further, and that the old boys might lead the way. Primate care staff member Hannah is opening up all the access points to give everyone plenty of options to come and go as they please. Renton, Indiana, Sirius and Himal are straight out. The 3 new boys are slower to react, still unsure and wary. The originals know exactly where they're going, heading off to find breakfast. Only Trev follows them. He's far more confident than Steve and Dave. Renton, Indiana, Sirius and Himal are soon in the trees, leaping from branch to branch, totally at ease in the environment. Trev has plucked up the courage to go exploring in the tree canopy, although not as high up.
So Malagasy enclosure is fantastic for lemurs. Ringtails are a little more terrestrial than other species. They will spend some time on the forest floor, but they love to be able to climb. They love to be able to get high up in the trees. You have a great vantage point. You can look out for anything scary. Also, we have so much natural food that grows here, from the browse to things like blackberries on the blackberry bushes and the bramble bushes. They have so much stuff that they can forage for here, which is great because it keeps them busy, it keeps them active. I would say hunting insects, but our lot are terrible at that, but wild lemurs would do a bit of that as well. They just have so much to do here, and although we do, like with many of the other species, give them enrichment and things, there's not a lot that's more enriching than just being in a forest.
The final part of the jigsaw will be reintroducing the three troublemakers, Kurt, Friedrich and Al, back into the forest. The team have a plan for that. For the last few months, the maintenance staff have been renovating a house on the far side of Malagasy. It will help the introductions along, giving the team options, including separating the three from the others at night. Lemurs can inflict serious damage on each other if they fall out, due to their razor-sharp teeth.
We've got a new set of inside bedrooms and a new cage over the other side of Malagasy. So we're able to bring those three up there, and then we can start bringing them across one at a time to meet the group. So that's the hope, is that we can get Kurt, Friedrich and Al added next. And then once we've done that, we need to consider Fennel and Ben, which is a bit of a question mark about whether we bring them up too.
The park's lemurs are all male, apart from Fennel. Bringing her back to Malagasy may be problematic, particularly with the younger males about. The team also have to consider Ben. He's missing a leg, and although he's very mobile, the large open space and tall trees of Malagasy may be too challenging for him. It's a decision to be made in the near future, but for now, the group of 7 are making the most of their forest enclosure.
Really, really pleased that the new boys are having such a great time working out everything in this enclosure, and just crossing our fingers that when we bring the troublemakers up, which is Kurt, Friedrich and Al, that we can achieve the same sort of zen with them involved as well.
Next time on Monkey Life. Orangutan Amy becomes a great-grandmother as former Monkey World residents Awan and Jin welcome a baby boy. And Jeremy is delighted.
I feel quite smug about that. You know, the fact that I've been involved a little bit.
And an important and emotional milestone in the life of disabled chimp Chocolat.